The House on Hallow Street. It was supposed to be a simple documentary. Four friends, Mia, Aaron, Jess, and Leo, were amateur filmmakers who loved exploring abandoned places. One evening, they decided to film inside an old, boarded-up house on Hallow Street, rumored to have been home to a family that disappeared overnight back in 1978. The neighbors warned them, the house is alive. Once it closes its doors, no one gets out, but they laughed it off, thinking it would add great tension to their video. When they entered, the air changed, thick, heavy, almost choking. The smell of rot and old wood filled their noses. Dust swirled around the beams of their flashlights. Mia started recording, her camera trembling slightly. "All right, guys, this is Hallow Street House, where the Wilkins family vanished without a trace," she narrated. In the living room, the furniture was still in place, as if the family had left in the middle of dinner. Plates with moldy food sat on the table. The chairs were pulled out. A single candle stood melted into a puddle of wax. Suddenly, Jess whispered, "Do you hear that?" A faint humming echoed from upstairs, a lullaby. They froze. Aaron forced a laugh. Probably the wind. But when they replayed the sound on camera, it wasn't the wind, it was a woman's voice, softly singing a nursery rhyme. They climbed the stairs, each step creaking louder than the last. The humming grew clearer. At the top of the stairs was a child's room, toys scattered. A cradle slowly rocking on its own. Mia pointed her flashlight. "Guys, that cradle's moving." Then it stopped. A whisper came from the dark corner. "You woke the baby." The door slammed shut. They screamed and banged on it, but the handle wouldn't turn. Their flashlights flickered, one by one. The batteries died. Only the camera light remained on. In its dim glow, they saw something standing behind the cradle. The shadow of a tall woman, her face hidden by long, tangled hair. She whispered again, voice cracking like broken glass. "You shouldn't be here." The cradle flipped over. The walls began to bleed, a thick black liquid that smelled of iron and decay. Leo dropped the camera as they ran. The house twisted halls leading nowhere, doors opening to brick walls, stairs looping back to the same room. Mia shouted, "The front door. I see it." But when she opened it, she didn't step outside. She stepped right back into the living room, where 4 plates were now set on the table, with fresh food steaming on each comma, 4 chairs. Waiting for them, the camera footage was found weeks later by police. But the friends were never seen again when investigators entered the house. They noticed something chilling, 4 new family portraits, hanging neatly on the wall. And in each picture, the faces of the missing friends were smiling, as if they had always lived there.